All right. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you, yeah, you all had a good weekend. Yeah, so I've just typed today's topic in um in the chat section. Yeah, so I wanted us to speak about um having impact, what it means to have impact in our society. There are people who when you mention their names, like it will be very easy to know that, okay, um, you know, anyone could easily know who they are because in whatever they're doing, they've been able to have impact. They've been able to have impact, at that level. Yeah, at the world on a global level. Yeah, but we want to talk about how can we be able have um to have impact in our society, in our workplace. Yeah, it could even be in your own family. Yeah, just to make sure that you are living a life that kind of like lives yeah, like an impact on somebody else, or like uh what I would describe maybe impact as something that kind of benefits somebody else or blesses somebody else, if I would put it that way. But yeah, that would be our topic for today. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think I can just begin to just yeah.
So you're going to start, right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think how we can be able to live a life that has impact would be maybe I think having a certain level of I would say selflessness in a way. Yeah. Yeah, I understand, okay, we've talked about it here in our meetings that, sometimes being selfish, is good because you have to be able to take care of yourself, before you can be able to, you have to be able to pour, into yourself before you can be able to pour into somebody else's life. Yeah. And I think it's just important to have like a level of selflessness, I would say, just seeking out to help somebody else. Yeah. So like even here at work, how we always work together. Let's say, Noah, if you need something, you can come to me. If I need something from Mariam, I can come to her, so we are helping one another in some way. So I feel like that's also being impactful, like even at work, not just coming in and you're like, okay, I'm just here to do my job and then I'm out of this place. Yeah, so you don't care if anyone needs your help or something like that. So I think having room in your heart for a bit of um selflessness, to help somebody else. Yeah. So for me, I just feel like it's very important. And I think, okay, the reason actually why I came up with this topic was because so yesterday I just happened to end up being at a funeral. Yeah. Like, the weekend began was very okay. I was planning to just sleep the entire weekend. And then, you get a call on a Saturday evening that, someone has passed away. Very unexpected. And yeah, so things like that, when you get to places like that, it makes you really think about life in a different way. And this was a young man. He had just gotten married. I had 2 kids. And it's like, sometimes you think about things and you're like, okay, no one can bribe their way out of certain things. Like I was sharing somebody saying that like how you can bribe somebody to get your way, let's say, somewhere, right? Like if you have money, okay, like here you can bribe somebody, but it's like no one can like bribe their way out of death. Like what has come, it has come. And yeah, so for me, it just got me really thinking about how we can just make sure that, as we're living our lives, in a way it's impactful, that, you know, in your society, that you're doing something, that, you know, in your family, you're doing something to impact them, you know, at your workplace, you know. When you're no longer at Moracle, that we can remember that, oh, this is what, you know, this person left this mark. Actually, Mola always says that, you know, when you're here, you know, you want to leave that mark that everyone will remember, you know, you for, that, okay, this person did this or this, yeah. So for me, yeah, that's just my thing. Having that room in your heart to be selfless, having that heart of serving other people, and not like it only being just about yourself, but just having that desire to serve other people. Not, of course, to a place where, you know, you are harming yourself or something like that, but like having that heart, yeah, to serve people. And even here in Morocco, you know, we every time I'm trying to write like documents for different events, there's something that Mola always wants me to specifically say that, you know, we want to serve our clients. Yeah. So I feel like having that heart to serve people is very important. Yeah. Yeah. So anyone else can feel free to share.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is quite an interesting topic. You know, like how you can create impact within your work or the environment or your community or in your daily lives, right? So for me, I do believe, first of all, you need to always see yourself as number one. By you seeing yourself as number one, you treat yourself well. By then, people will see you as a role model. For instance, within your locality, if you treat yourself first, try to do everything, all possible means for you to be number one. After you being number one, by then, I do believe you'll be able to share certain attributes to other people. For instance, if you want to contribute to a community wherein you are vying for a leadership position. So if you are vying for a leadership position within a community, it simply means that you are you're willing and you're ready to serve your people. But what are some of the things? Are you number one? Are you taking yourself as number one? How are you doing things? That's very important. Are you upgrading yourself first? Are you upgrading yourself? If you are not upgrading yourself, then automatically you will not be able to serve other people. Trust me. You need to have certain attributes. You need to have a certain attribute that will enable you to serve others, for you to be impactful within your community. That's one of the first things you should always look at. How am I going to serve a community when we have different people? So if you lack these attributes, I don't think you'll be able to be impactful to your community or to your environment. So first of all, another thing here again also, you should be ready and you should be willing to volunteer your time to people. Yeah, that's very important. If you want to be impactful within your locality, try to able to volunteer. We have certain things that we're going through within our different localities. Maybe they will be constructing road network. What creativity are you doing, or what's your idea are you putting there? Are you investing your time within that community, within that work that they're doing within the community? Your resources is there? These are the questions you should be asking yourself. So if you want to create an impact within your community, try to invest your time within the locality, your resource, even your knowledge. By you giving opinion, idea, there are certain people out there that listen to us when we discuss. People out there, they only want to listen when more I speak, because of they know anything that comes from him is something knowledgeable. It gives out idea. So he or she wants to listen. So he's creating an impact within his community. So also, are you investing your time Now, for instance, if there is something that is going on within a community, and then call, hey, Noah, are you at home? Please, can you assist us to do something? Then I started giving excuse. No, I'm not creating an impact within that community. They will not see me as a role model. They want people that we say, oh, are you there? Please come on board. Then you come, you give your assistance, or even your time, give your knowledge. Try let people see you as if you are creating something new within them. You are creating a value within the community. Another thing also is that you should be respectful with to others. Yeah, try to be respectful.
Yeah.
You know, if anytime people discuss with you and then they sense a different feeling of disrespect, they will never come to you. And the more you lack people, trust me, each and everyone here will need people. And for you to be impactful or for you to be a resource within your community, you need to have people. People, I don't know, I was listening to a podcast where okay, he says people should recommend you first. He says recommendation is very important. You can't be a role model within a community without people talking about you. So you see, yeah, you can never. There are certain people that have crossed paths with you that will say something about you, good thing about you. If I've never crossed paths with any one of you, I will not say anything, right? I've crossed paths with you, I've discussed with you. I know what the impact you create in any environment that you are. So if I go anywhere now and somebody asks, oh, do you know Linda? I'll say, yeah, I know Linda. You know, do you know Mola? I'll say, yeah, I know. Do you know Jessica? Do you know Mariama? I'll give them a response that will be very positive. So you need to be you need to be respectful to others also. So if you gain that kind of respect to others, then automatically it's a reciprocal thing. Then there comes you creating an impact. You creating an impact to others. You trying to do something to others. Another thing again, also, you should always try to be a mentor to others. When people come task within your locality, try to discuss, they seek your advice, try all possible means to give an added value to them. Don't just sit back. Try to give an added value. So that's the way you be an impact to your community, your working environment, just like how you mentioned earlier, giving help to others, try to help others. You know, some of the things that we are neglecting in our daily life is that helping each other. Most people they are not good about helping others. They may seem, oh, if I help the person, he or she will pass me. No, they will pass me in life. No, that's not how things work. Anything that you do, it's reciprocal. If you create you create a way for others, then automatically you are going to have something. It will reciprocate to you. So you see, these are the basic things you should be when you first of all try all possible means to be a mentor, be respectful to others, create that environment where you'll be visible to people. If you are not visible to people, people will not be valued that, oh, Noah is this, Noah is that. If I'm always in my own way trying to do things in my own manner, I'm not socializing with people, I'm not trying to interact with people, then they will not see the impact that I'm creating to a community. No. So first of all, volunteer your time, your skills, your knowledge to others, try to give them support, help, and then you know that you are creating an impact. Okay, this is my own opinion, my own points on this discussion. Thank you, Linda.
Yeah, thank you so much, Noah. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, Jessica, Marama, you guys want to share something?
Yeah. Well, I think you've already said it all. But I would just like to add, Noah was saying that we should put ourselves first. I think in that aspect, you put in your, I think for us to even create an impact in our community, we need to empower ourselves, we need to grow ourselves. I think that is the only area where we should put ourselves first because I think it's all about giving back to the community, because you can't give something that you don't have. So some people are very good at helping others financially. Some, it's based on their knowledge that they're able to help. So what you have is what you can give out to your community. So I think we should just highlight those things that we are very, very good at and give back to our community. I also think that we should have we should be humble, and we should be kind, and we should be truthful as well, because sometimes people don't even need the financial help, but they just need someone that would, if you see me in pain, or if you see that I'm not my normal self today, or anyone in your community is not their normal self for a while, you take notice of that. That is obvious. So it depends on you as a neighbor or as a friend in that community to actually show the respect and show uh the care, that I actually care about you. I want to know if you are okay. Some people just want you to ask them, how are you? Are you feeling okay today? Is your day going well? Like that means so much to them, you know. So I think considering other people and putting them first. For instance, my mom, she's a very sweet person. She always, like yesterday, there was an incident wherein we were sitting in the car, and I was sitting in the car first, and then her and her elder sister came, like they were coming towards the car, but then she allowed her elder sister to enter the car first before her. When we came home, I was like, Mom, like this is your car. Why are you allowing like another person like to take the first seat or something like that? And she was like, it's all about respect for me. I just like to give my elder sister respect. So it really like touched me when she said that, because I was like, I would just personally, I was just thinking, like, this is my own property. I own this thing. Like, it's my right to do anything that I want to do in this car. So why is she giving that privilege or that authority to another person? So it made me learn a lot yesterday. So I just wanted to share. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jessica, and thank you so much for sharing that as well. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We'll just hear from Mariam and close our meeting for today.
Yeah, just like you all mentioned, like Jessica said, you said it all, to be honest. I think to make a positive impact in today's society is the most important thing for me is, I think it has to come from internal. You have to want to do whatever you're doing, whatever your act of kindness is, you have to want to do it, because if you don't want to do it and you just do it just because you want your name to be out there, it might turn to be something negative in the end, even if it's something positive, because your reasons, your intentions behind it, are not right, if that makes sense. So, like you said as well, that act of selflessness is also very important, and yeah, just creating that welcoming environment as well, that people are able to approach you if they need help, if they need to speak to you. Like Jessica was saying, it's not always monetary. Sometimes it could just be a listening ear. So just creating that welcoming environment and people being able to approach you when they need somebody to speak to you or to help, whatever. Because even if, sometimes you might not be able to help everybody whatsoever, but you might direct them or point them towards the right direction or the right person that can be able to help them. So I think that is very important. And yeah, just looking around as well and seeing the people around you, what sort of help they need. And, because sometimes people look far away and forget about the people that are around them as well. They said charity begins from home. So don't forget the people around you. Look around, and, if you're helping, you shouldn't pick and choose who you want to help. Whatever, you should just be open to help everybody and everyone around you, whatsoever. So yeah, I think those are the most important things for me when it comes to making that positive impact. Just having the intentions, and I feel like the rest will follow. If you have good intentions, everything else comes in naturally.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for sharing. We'll just close our meeting here for today.